Today is the top 10 ways you could boost your testosterone levels. As you can see, the format has changed. I'm going to do a lot of videos very similar to this. Maybe it's not a tier list, maybe it's full guides, but I want to start making videos where I have a face camera and I'm showing you guys something. Comment down below if you like videos like these. So today it's the top 15 ways that, let me count, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. That's 16. 3 6 9 12 15. Boost testosterone, top 15 ways. Let's go. Alright, let's start with reducing body fat. Now, this is very vague because if you're 20% body fat and you reduce your body fat by 5%, then it's not really going to make much of a difference. I'll put this at okay or bad. But if you're fat as fuck, which I'm assuming this is for, if you're over 25-30% body fat, then it's fucking amazing. The reason why is because, you know, when you're fat as fuck, you got a whole belly around you. In your fat tissue, an enzyme called aromatase is stored in your body. And aromatase is an enzyme that converts your testosterone into estrogen. So that's why a lot of people on steroids struggle with the same thing. They get so much testosterone because they inject it, but then a lot of that testosterone gets converted into estrogen. And then they start getting gyno and shit. But the more body fat you have, the more aromatase are stored in the fat cells. And we don't want that. So make sure your body fat is something between 10 to 20%. And you should be fine. Alright. Eating enough calories. Now, a severe deficit will kill testosterone. If you're slightly eating less than usual, it still matters, but not as much as a severe deficit. And plus, you need your calories to get your fats, to get your carbs, to get your protein, to get your vitamins and minerals. Calories are like the foundation of all of this. So, I'll put this at fucking amazing. You need to eat your calories, guys. That's why I hate people going on severe calorie deficits just to get a six-pack. What's the fucking point? Why would you kill your testosterone for some fucking abs? I get it, you want abs. But if you want abs, do a slower deficit so you don't really see much detriment into your body. Alright. Now we got plastics and BPA. Now, this, I don't know where to put this because this actually lowers testosterone levels. So, I think it's pure garbage. Well, if it's what I'm thinking it is, then it is pure garbage. But if this counts as alcohol as well, then we put that okay. I know you guys just did a mad face thinking, wait, alcohol increases your testosterone levels. Now, over the long term, alcohol does decrease testosterone levels, and everyone talks about it. Everyone knows beer has estrogen and stuff. I don't want to get into the details, but when you drink a lot of alcohol, your liver is too busy trying to detoxify that shit, so it makes more testosterone. That's the bro science terms, basically. So it does boost testosterone in the short term a little bit. Now, vitamins and minerals. So getting your zinc, getting your boron, getting your magnesium, getting your calcium, getting your phosphorus, getting your potassium, getting your vitamin A, all your B vitamins, everything. This is at the very, very top of I'm about to nut category. You could do every single thing here, and if you're fully missing out on your vitamins and minerals, you'll be stuck at 400-500 nanograms. That's how important vitamins and minerals are. That's why you hear a lot of people complain about their testosterone levels. They say they do everything on this tier list. They lift weights, they sleep good, they do all of this. They get their fat, they get their protein, they sleep 10 hours a night, but they're stuck at 500-600 nanograms. That's because they're not getting their vitamins and minerals. Because eating healthy doesn't mean you get your vitamins and minerals. There's so much nutrients that you have to not be deficient in. It's actually hard. So if you're just a normal guy eating a relatively healthy diet, you get chicken on the weekends, your mom makes you some nice food, sure, you'll get a lot of your nutrients, but you won't get all of it. And that's what makes the biggest difference. For example, if you're deficient in zinc, you could see a 300% decrease in testosterone levels. I'll link the study in the description below so if you don't believe me. Now, competition. In my experience with competition, some people put out okay, some people put out bad. but I put out fucking amazing. Competition is super important for your testosterone levels. And it's actually quite simple the reason why it boosts testosterone. The hormone testosterone was given to us to find a mate and reproduce. So long time ago, in our ancestry days, it was one woman, 20 males trying to fight for that one woman. It's not like how it is nowadays. People complain about the dating market. Oh, it's so fucked. Back in the day, you gotta compete against 20 men for just a normal woman. She could be fucking ugly as well. But the point is, having competition is basically challenging your status. So when you win a competition, that's why your T goes up so much. Your body thinks it's gonna reproduce now. It's won the battle. It's won the battle against the 20 men. So, compete. Obviously, now you're not fighting to the death with swords with 50 men. But you can do stuff like boxing, combat sports basically. Even chess. Chess. You don't even move. The biggest increase in testosterone there ever was during a fucking chess game. 700% increase in testosterone levels. That is fucking crazy. I'll also link the study in the description below. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Arda and I help young men achieve their dream bodies and transform their lives through self-improvement. So subscribe right now, and I have a free Discord server where young men could network with each other and just talk about topics relating to self-improvement, testosterone, muscle, gym, everything. So let's get back into the video. Now, doing your cardio. Now, if this is counting just walking and not being sedentary, this is fucking amazing. Having a sedentary lifestyle, if you don't know what that means, is basically like staying at home, not doing anything, not like doing physical exercise. Living a sedentary lifestyle destroys your testosterone levels, because the boost of testosterone you get when you're outside, not only you get it from walking, but you get it from when you see other men, your T automatically just goes up. When you see attractive women, your T automatically goes up. But when you're trapped at home all day, you're sedentary, you don't walk enough, you don't do enough physical exercise, you don't get enough sunlight, vitamin D, you're not outside, you don't see enough men for your T to go up, you don't see enough women, so you're basically living like a caveman and destroying your testosterone. But if this is just normal cardio, like running on the treadmill, this is okay. So I'll keep it here. I think this means running, like cardio wise. Alright, lifting weights. Okay, you guys are probably very shocked when everyone says I do everything to boost my testosterone. They always mention first or second exercise. People think this is the magic formula to get high testosterone levels, but it's definitely not. You could have high T and not even lift weights. Think about that. You don't have to be a jacked bodybuilder to have high T. Now, don't get me wrong, going to the gym, especially doing compound movements like squats, deadlifts, bench press, pull-ups, that will boost your testosterone a shit ton, especially if you're doing legs. Increases all of your androgens, right? If you're doing isolation exercises, it won't boost it much. And the boost that you do get from legs or compound movements, it typically lasts for an hour. It varies upon the study. Sometimes it's half an hour, sometimes it's 3 hours. But generally, your boost lasts for 1 hour in the short term. And your T does get boosted in the long term due to indirect effects, but I don't want to get into it. But it's not a significant difference. Drinking your water. Fucking amazing. I was about to say 60% of your body is made of water, but I actually don't even know. But the point is, most of your body is made of water. And if you're not drinking enough of it, your body's processes is not going to be optimal. And this is me just talking from a logical perspective. You should be drinking water no matter the circumstance. Even, let's say I said drinking water is that pure garbage, it does not boost testosterone. You still should be drinking loads of water because it's important for you to survive. So this is just healthy in general, but it does have effects on testosterone levels. Now, we got 7 more. Alright. Testosterone boosters. Pure fucking garbage. Oh my god. Most of these testosterone boosters you see will make zero fucking difference in your T levels. You could add an extra 20 minutes of sleep to your testosterone boosting process. You would get more out of it than these shitty supplements. And the testosterone boosters that do boost your T, all they do is fix your fucking vitamin and mineral deficiency. So I don't know this specific testosterone booster, but let's say at the back it said zinc, magnesium, boron. Well, all you're doing is getting key vitamins and minerals for your T production, which you're not getting from your diet. Even then, it could be brutally underdosed. So why, instead of doing that, get your nutrients from vitamins and minerals. Because not only do you get that specific nutrient that you want, you also get other benefits and other nutrients. So I could take zinc, right? And I could fix my zinc deficiency. But if I eat red meat, not only do I get my zinc, but I get my L-carnitine, I get my protein, I get my fats, I get so much vitamins and minerals just by eating meat. I'm gonna make videos on ashwagandha and tonga ali soon. So, a side note, yes, it does boost testosterone, but this is talking about 99% of testosterone boosters out there. Eating your carbs, okay. Now, I like eating carbs. Some people go full carnivore. Like you see people like Hamza saying carbs make them slow. He feels like his T levels are very high or whatever. But carbohydrates is often very demonized because when you say carbohydrates, most people just think of fucking refined sugars, sugary drinks, and like crisps and shit. But carbs could be very, very good for you. Like wheat bread, pretty much, that has less than 5 ingredients. Quinoa is fucking goated. Something like beans. Just carbs in itself is good. Just a macronutrient in itself. Carbs also give you micronutrients depending on the carbs you eat. If you eat white bread or some shit, well, obviously you're not going to get your nutrients. But if you eat good whole carb sources, then you'll get extra benefits. Also, we need to mention the fact that carbs make your testosterone not bind to SHBG. So that's sex hormone binding globulin. So 98% of your testosterone is not activated in the body. It's bound to this SHBG. But eating your carbs actually lowers how much your testosterone gets bound to SHBG. So if you eat no carbs, then a lot of your testosterone, your total testosterone, won't get freed up. So it's like, what's the fucking point if it's not activated? Now, fat intake. Also on I'm about to nut category. Fat is a precursor to testosterone. So cholesterol. Cholesterol is basically fat. I feel like, oh yeah, cholesterol is not fat. Fat and cholesterol. Shut the fuck up. Eating your fat intake is super important for your T. The thing is, you could cut out your carb intake for 1 or 2 days and your T levels won't really make much of a difference. You cut out your fat intake for 1 or 2 days, you're going to see your T levels drop significantly because your body doesn't have resources to make the testosterone. So, eat your eggs, eat your salmon, eat your nuts, eat avocado, eat red meat. Amazing to get your fat. Now, this is getting your protein intake. That's also okay. Don't get me wrong, protein is super important for muscle growth. Super important for pretty much every process in the body. So I recommend going a little higher on the protein. If you're eating 80 grams of protein a day and you're a bit heavy and you bump it up to 160, it will make a difference. It's not about a pure garbage, but it won't make as much of a difference as these. So same as carbs pretty much. And now Megan loves to call this clapping cheeks. And he made this tier list, by the way. It was not me. Fucking amazing. It's quite simple. I said testosterone was designed for us to reproduce. So while we're getting that thing, obviously your T levels are gonna go sky high and actually get boosted a lot. But the thing is, after you ejaculate, it pretty much goes away. Imagine if humans, males, were to ejaculate and get no feeling of tiredness or no prolactin wouldn't spike up, then we'll just be clapping cheeks without stopping. So our body has to give us a way to kind of nerf us. Because if we don't have that, then it will never stop. Alright. Reducing stress. At the very, very top of fucking amazing. Oh. At first when I tried to boost my T levels, I thought stress was not really that important. You know how people mention stress so much? Don't be stressed. I'm like, yeah, okay. Then I'll just ignore it. But stress matters so much for your T levels. And the thing is with stress, it's like a compounding domino effect. if you're very, very stressed, then most likely you're not getting enough sleep. And if you're very, very stressed, you're most likely not eating your vitamins and minerals. You're not checking if you're eating enough protein. You're not checking if you're eating enough fat. You're probably not eating at all much. You're probably not working out. You're probably not drinking enough water. So when you're stressed, usually everything goes down so much. So if you do all of this and you're just stressed, even that reduces your testosterone significantly. Because from cholesterol and then a couple of processes, testosterone competes for cortisol. So cortisol is the stress hormone. So cholesterol gets into other processes. Now this molecule that was formed gets either turned into testosterone, what we do want, or turns into cortisol, what we don't want. The more stressed we are, the more conversion is this way, more on cortisol. And cortisol is fucking the joke hormone. Like, you need cortisol in order to survive and stuff, but if you have too much, then it has the opposite effects of testosterone. Sleep. I emphasize sleep so much on this channel. My sleep is very inconsistent due to some nasal congestion issues, and the days I do sleep and the days I don't sleep, there's a massive, massive difference. There's countless studies on this, how important sleep is for your T levels. So, I'm about to knock category. You could argue that sleep is more important than vitamin and then vitamin is more important than sleep, but generally, these two are at the very, very top. If I'm being honest, fat intake is in between the middle of fucking amazing and I'm about to nut category. Actually, let me think about this. I might have to put this here. I'm going to change it up. Fat intake is super, super important, don't get me wrong, but these two are your top most important ways. Now, let's look back at everything, see if anything's wrong. So, cardio. Alright, that's been the end of the video. If you like content like this, hit that subscribe button, comment down below if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to join my free Discord server for young men on self-improvement. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.